Hey guys, Fractured here. Welcome back to Syberia, the world before. We have just reached the musical town, and this area is exactly where we met Dana in the first episode of the prologue. Because there was a bakery here, wasn't there? And she didn't fancy some any strudel. I'm sure. Yes, this is the area.
Looks like this district has been more modernized than the antique shop district.
Yeah, it doesn't look as nice, does it? Like all the oldie stuff. Well, this guy's still here. We're not the same guy, but blocking my way, obviously. Right. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is really cool. We're going to need to go and have a look at the bookstore. For sure. Because I want to see if that slab's there where we signed the initials for Dana Roze. Don't know if we can look at anything here. This place is still a cafe. Oh, it kind of looks the same, but looks weird as well. Do you know what I mean? This is where we want to go.
Don't do that. Stop it.
Ah, deja vu.
Oh dear. Help.
Oh no, it's Doofa. It's Oscar.
Put me down!
Oscar? Bet you can't catch it!
Don't you dare! Put it down! Right now!
All right then.
Oscar!
Are you all right?
I had a bit of a bumpy ride, but I am glad to see you, Kate Walker.
Oscar.
Oh,
missed you so
so
much.
happy.
I say, this display of emotion is most unreasonable, Kate Walker. I do hope you don't plan such profusion every time I change bodies.
It's just that I've been worrying about you. Where were you, Oscar?
Well, the mechanical instinct of my host took me for a ride, all across town. It took me the whole night to tame it, and that's when I bumped into those little rascals.
Yeah, lucky I was in the area, huh?
Quite. So, Kate Walker, what has happened since we parted at the Balaton River?
Maybe we should just sit down for a second, Oscar. This might take a while.
Just seen the memorial thing. We need to go and look at that. I reckon that might be people lost the brown shadow, maybe. I got a deja vu because of that music and I couldn't think what it was. That's when we were chasing Oscar around, obviously.
And that's when Demoiselle Lenny gave me the address of the music academy in this neighborhood.
I see, Kate Walker.
Yeah, crazy.
You must think I'm crazy, huh? Running after that girl, Dana, who must have died ages ago.
Well, Kate Walker, you know I have difficulty understanding illogical thought patterns. But in the end, what I do understand is that you need to find her. Is that correct, Kate Walker?
Yes, that is correct, Oscar. I'm glad you're taking it so well.
I don't see any fundamental difference between crossing Europe in search of mammoths, travelling on ostriches in an irradiated zone, or following your double. These are not things an automaton such as I take into consideration.
Any other thoughts, Oscar?
Well, I guess I could ask you where we are heading, but truth be told, it doesn't really matter. I will follow you wherever you lead, and for as long as you require my services, Kate Walker. That's what an automaton does.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oh dear, I hope you're not going to become physical, are you?
No, I was just going to give you a pat on the back.
I would rather you refrain from having such thoughts. I am not a dog, you know. Whatever next?
Anyway, we'd better get going, Oscar, and you'd better keep out of sight.
Oh dear, I don't suppose I have any choice.
Oh, I'm so pleased we got Oscar back. So there's a couple of things I want to look at here. Is that all those names and the slab outside, possibly the old bookstore.
I'm so glad he's back.
Talk?
Kate Walker? Is there anything that requires my assistance?
One more.
Yes, Kate Walker? Is it really necessary for me to be shut up in here, Kate Walker?
Sorry, Oscar, but I don't want to run the risk of losing you again.
Oh, they're bullet holes, look.
Bullet holes. The brown shadow must have shot people dead here. How horrible.
I saw one behind the hedge sitting on the bench, but I couldn't make out if it was a bullet hole or not.
Victims of the genocide committed by the fascists during the Second World War. Oh, so many deaths. I hope Dana made it through.
Yeah. Just having a quick flick through the names here, but I guess it would let you look at it more in depth, I guess. But I don't think she would have been here because I don't know, she was going to be going to the musical thing, wasn't she? Let's just check over here first before we go and look at where the bookstore was. Wasn't it here? Here, look! Ah, awesome. Oh, so cool. She hadn't said anything to say about that. Okay, that's fine. Don't think there's much more in this area. I'm looking forward to heading up to the musical square. We can't go in that shop, can we? To ask about it at all. No. Okay. So if we'd selected something else, she wouldn't necessarily twig that it had anything to do with Dana. Look at you going up the stairs in one. Perfect. Flower shop. Oh, look. It was magical, this place. Oh, what's that thing over there? Oh, it's changed view. Oh, this is so cool. Can we go up here? Wow. It's really weird, Kate being there. Due to forthcoming computerization of the mechanical orchestra of the musical square, playing this piano is strictly forbidden until further notice. Vaghen Council, September 2005. Can we?
I can't open it like this. It looks like it's been mechanically sealed. I don't think I'll be able to open it directly.
Yeah, I know, I'm just having a look at all the things that we can press and click on. Oh, over here, please. Oh, wow, look. It's like a little model.
Strange.
Huh. It looks puzzly, but I can't see anything we can do with this. Okay. Maybe something will be... Oh, what's this? Doing later?
I only know Dana as a waitress at the refuge, and yet everything seems to fit with her here.
Oh,
Not hard to
look.
imagine her coming here to the music academy to study. And who knows, maybe Leon waited for her outside one day as a surprise after returning from his Baltayar expedition.
Oh, it's so cool. Okay, I don't think there's anything here we can do at the minute. We'll check our objectives. I think we just need to go to the academy, maybe check archives or something. Let's have a look. Yeah, go to the music academy. I'd like to have a quick run round. I'll look over here. Look, there's the violin and things.
An automaton musician. Looks exactly like Hans's style, like at Bohogstadt.
Borgstadt. Surely we're going to be able to make this come alive again. No? What if she's still alive and she could still play? Wouldn't that be like awesome? Looks like a... don't know. Can we look at this? No. That's obviously the academy. Maybe. We've also got this section over here which looks like it's all boarded up. Let's just go up here. Oh, enter. Oh, look, a shame must have got a bit destroyed. Oh, look. Oh, look, that's like the automaton thing when he was up top. Maybe it was broken. Oh, such a shame. Destruction. Can I look at this? Oh, I'm going to go around the side. Let's check this first. Okay, eviction notice to vacate on or before the 26th of November 2005. The premises owned by the Town Council of Vaghen. Which premises are now occupied by you? So who's that to? The Music Academy, I guess. Failure to pay rent in arrears. Demand to pay was served upon you on the 15th of September 2005 and you refused and neglected to pay the rent due for the period of 15th of June 2005 to October 2005. 10:15 AM. Okay. Oh, I wonder where we'd be speaking to the mayor at all. Mr. Wolfgang Schneider. Okay.
All these letters. They look like letters of formal notice. They probably haven't been paying the bills for some time.
We'll pay him. I'll pay him. Let's go over here. Okay, so anniversary celebrations. Seeing if we've got any mention here. Is there any date here? Can't see a date. Plunged Academy into financial crisis.
So that's the famous Vaghen Music Academy? It's not what I was expecting.
Well, I'm sure there's more to it. You'd think, right? Oh, it's such a shame. Oh, who are we calling? Let's call anyone. Hello? Maybe there's a voicemail? Any voicemail button? You can only hit the numbers, I think. Ooh, letter. Oh, there's a number on there.
It looks like the rector is desperate to reduce the costs of running the academy.
This is not a public phone.
Guten Tag.
What now? If you're from the council, you can come back when I'm not so busy.
We're not from the council. Are you mad?
Okay, so you're busy. There's no need to shout at me.
So, now what do you want, council minion?
I'm not from the council. I'm just a visitor here. I came because I was hoping to look at the file of a student from the 1930s.
Oh. I'm sorry, It's just that I haven't time for digging up old files from 70 years ago. I have way too much to do here, you understand.
I can tell you're a little overwhelmed. Where's the rest of the staff? Or maybe a student could show me.
You are standing in front of the rector, and the only employee of this academy. My name is Maximilian Mahler, and it falls upon me to manage everything on the premises. The maintenance, the archiving, and the lot before we close next month. So, if you don't mind...
I'm very sorry to hear that the academy is closing, and I can see you're extremely busy, but I've come such a long way to see it. I'd be so grateful if you could locate it. It's really important to me.
And so is this place important to me, too. And I would love to hear the mechanical orchestra play one last time before the academy closes. But, alas, I can't, can I? Unless,
Unless what?
well, you know.
Very well.
All right, then. So if I get the mechanical orchestra going, you'll get me that file, right?
Oh, of course, Fraulein. Of course.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Believe it or not, I have seen mechanisms like the one on the square before.
Well, in that case, I promise to give you the file in return for your services.
Thanks.
But I must warn you that the square has undergone some transformations over the years, and some parts of the mechanism may be difficult to get to.
Don't worry, I'll make myself thin and slide between the cracks.
You'll find some of them scattered around the square, and some of the others you'll find in the clock tower. Now, if you'll excuse me for a second.
What are you...
Now, what is the name of that student you're interested in?
Roze. Dana Roze.
And what were the years she attended our illustrious academy?
In the 30s. 1937, to be precise.
Oh, and here it is. And here you will find the annual inspection reports of the mechanisms by Frau Beckmann.
Frau Beckmann?
She was the rectress of the academy during the years you spoke of. These are from 1937. You see, I have a marvelous memory regarding archives. This is why I have chosen Frau Beckmann's, because there's something in here regarding that Edna Roze you spoke of.
Dana Roze.
Quite. You will also find some sheet music with annotations. This is the Hymn of Vaghen, which you must play on the piano on the square in order to activate the Orchestra of Automatons. Once you have fixed the mechanisms, of course. All right then, here you go. What are you waiting for?
So I don't think we'd be able to play it. So, would we find Dana? Oh, take.
This sheet music corresponds to the piano part for the Hymn of Vaghen. Someone's added annotations. They could help me play the hymn on the piano on the square, like the rector asked me to.
Oh, I ain't gonna do that. I'll better get it going, but... Okay, what else do we have? Symptomatic drawing.
I wonder what it's supposed to represent.
Maybe it's parts? Or something? Yeah, can't quite tell on that one.
The report that the rectoress of the academy filled in with the help of Dana back in the 30s. According to the present rector, I should find all the information I need to repair the mechanisms on the square.
Okay. Right.
Music Academy Inspection Report, October 12th, 1937.
Today, I was due to inspect the musical mechanisms that enable students to give a public display of their talent and enable us to showcase the quality of our teaching to the people of our beautiful town.
That's a voice, isn't it? Nice calming voice, not like Junta.
Like every year, I needed a volunteer from our students to help me during the inspection, and this year's choice was obvious.
I'm fine, really.
Well, you're looking off color, darling, and on edge.
No, it's just that I haven't heard from Leon since he left with the Origin expedition from Kantar. And also,
Well, we've got company. You'll tell me later, Dana, darling. Meantime, be good and stay safe.
You too, Junta.
Is everything all right? You look under the weather. We don't want one of our best and brightest to fall ill now, do we?
Minimise.
Thank you for asking, Frau Beckmann, but I'm just a little tired, that's all.
And who was that lady?
Just a friend I met this summer.
You do keep some surprising company, Fraulein Roze. Anyway, I have something for you that will take your mind off things.
Oh?
Would it interest you to see the mechanisms that enabled you to perform so brilliantly here last spring?
Yes, please. It will help
That
us.
would be wonderful.
Good. Come and join me at the kiosk when you have a moment. But don't be too long, though.
So we might have an opportunity to switch between Kate and Roze. Dana, sorry. To try and fix everything and find the parts. So have we got any side things we need to be looking at? Just talk to Frau Beckmann. Okay. Don't think there's anything, but we can have a little whiz round. Is that her? I thought she was up there. No, she's up there, isn't she? That's someone different. Who are you? Okay, let's head up. We can see what this guy's doing. He's just setting up to paint, I guess. Yeah, nothing there. Right, let's go and talk. Oh, we talk to you.
Oh, good grief. It's going to take me all day long to clean that lot up.
Stop moaning. It needs cleaning, clean it.
Come and see, Fraulein.
Incredible.
Isn't it just? You see these flags?
Ah,
Each mechanism housing for each musical automaton on the square is represented by one of these flags.
Fascinating.
Today is the day they are being serviced. Each mechanism has been inspected by an Academy maintenance man. In theory, they're all functional. But if you like, you can go and see these maintenance men on my behalf and fetch back their respective reports. You would be doing me a big favor, as I have to inspect the piano in the kiosk. And also, it will give you a chance to take a peek at each of the automaton mechanisms.
thank you.
Thank you. I'd be delighted.
Now, take this. You'll need it to open the maintenance room that leads to the most impressive mechanism of all, that of the clock tower.
Yeah, the birds.
Thank you, Frau Beckmann.
Do you have any questions before you go?
The piano?
When the mechanical orchestra played along with me last spring, it was incredible. But how does it manage to play at the same tempo as the piano? It was almost like in a dream.
Oh, it wasn't dream work, Fraulein, but clockwork. The piano is connected to the mechanism that you are going to inspect, and the hymn of Vaghen played on the keys. That's what sets the rhythm and the intensity of the performance, and that's what triggers everything else.
Okay, the mechanical orchestra.
Do you know who built the mechanical orchestra? My father told me it didn't exist when he was young.
They were built by a strange young French inventor by the name of Borelberg some years ago. From what I heard, he was visiting Vaghen while en route to the east, just after the huge fire that destroyed the town. He was moved by the legend of Vera Schönberg, that virtuoso who died in the fire. So he offered his talents to rebuild the city and create the mechanical orchestra.
Vera Schönberg.
What happened to Vera Schönberg? My mother always says it's the saddest story.
And she's right. You probably know that Vera Schönberg was Vaghen's most famous musician at the beginning of the century. But her legend was truly born the night she performed a cello concerto, right here on the square. It was also the night of the worst fire in Vaghen's modern history.
And Frau Schönberg, she died in the fire, right?
She did. As well as all the other musicians and the entire audience. They were surrounded by flames, trapped on this square.
How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. But according to the legend, Vera Schönberg kept playing Vaghen's hymn until the very end. She understood they were all doomed to die, and her music brought them peace of mind during their last moments. This automaton you played with last spring was created in her image as a final tribute.
I had no idea.
Well, now you know all about the legend of Vera Schönberg. Was there something else, Fraulein Roze?
Oh, that's
I'll
quite
go and see
sad.
the maintenance team.
Good. Thank you, Fraulein.
Maintenance room key. That's quite a sad story, that. Oh, there's a do for there.
According to Frau Beckmann, it opens the maintenance room just next to the clock tower.
Bravo. And now we get the opportunity to switch between Kate and Adana. Awesome. Like that bit. Okay. So repair the automatons on the square and repair the mechanism in the clock tower. So Dana will find out how it works. We'll be able to view it. And then Kate will hopefully be able to find the parts and fix it. But I do think that's a good place to end there. We'll carry on in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.